women.
It's okay for women to disqualify a man because of his future. But if I say, well, we're going to disqualify you guys on your past, you look at me like I'm crazy, or you don't even understand what I'm saying.
No, I actually don't. I don't disagree.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. I don't fault any woman for disqualifying a man if you don't see a future with him. Like
Right.
to me, like, look, man, if a girl says, well, the reason I broke up with my boyfriend is because he was broke, good for you. But, like, you don't need to be with broke. You don't need to be with broke. It's like, I think we all know and understand that. By the same token, men like us also preach about not wifing up or women who think they need to find themselves. And here's one more thing. Self-love is a myth. Ladies, you cannot love yourself unless a man, M-A-N, loves you first. Ooh!
He's right, at least for the most part. So that brings me to today's question. What do men want? I feel like there are a number of ways to go about this problem. After all, more often than not, I talk a lot about what men don't want. And why? Because when you look at modern women, there's just so much to address. Now, when it comes to what men want, specifics can make the question complicated on an individual basis. Some guys want to live out in the wilderness with a rifle in hand, some want to get that Lambo and speed down the Autobahn, and some want the 1950s white picket fence with a cigar and a bloodhound on the porch. In other words, the wants of the individual can have a lot of variety, that's clear. However, the wants that men seek in relationships almost always overlap. You could be the Lambo driver, the redneck, or the ad man, but every one of them looks at women the same way. Out of curiosity, I googled what research shows when it comes to what men desire in women. It was a real rabbit hole, and I have to put a spin on some of these topics because our institutions are corrupted. But whatever, let's get into it. Before we go any further with the video, let me share the comment of the day. Shout out to Leroy Porkins, who said, "Beg and beg as hard as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the drizzle man." Now that is just a straight creative and killer comment. Thank you for sharing that comment. So of course, don't forget to reach out to my email to claim your $5. As always, I'll be picking one comment from each video. Could be the funniest, the most liked, or just one that was creative. So don't forget to leave a comment and you could be our next winner tomorrow. So be sure to hit that like and sub button too, as that helps out a ton.
Embrace your masculinity.
I want to know, why do women find it disrespectful when a man asks for a DNA test?
I don't know.
Right. Why is
I
that
don't know.
disrespectful?
You about to hit me with the 1 point on a pick me because I don't know. I really don't
Why
get
is
it.
that disrespectful?
I really don't get it. I think it should be a requirement because I feel bad for men that are raising children and don't know that's not their kid.
Correct.
The last time you texted me was in 2020.
Because I've been busy. Why you being weird?
What? I'm chilling.
How are you? How you been?
I've been good. What made you call me out of nowhere?
I just wanted to call you. I can't call you now.
Nah, I'm up now.
You on my dick! Yo, Alexa! Alexa! She on my dick!
Good for you, brother. Now, fix your chair. One of the first things that popped up in the hundreds of lists I examined is trust. With 33% of Western fathers raising children, they did not biologically produce, marriage success dropping over 30% when ceremonies exceed $4,000 and body count accuracy dropping by about 80% over the last 50 years, I think it's fair to say that trust in modern women and the prospect of long-term unions isn't just in jeopardy, it's straight broken. And this is an obvious problem for a number of reasons. See, as men, we only have so much mental bandwidth to go around. Most of it is devoted to our career, and the 20 to 25% that remains is devoted to family and friends, specifically protecting and serving them as best we can. Because of this, we rely on consistent trust to function normally. We trust that our friends will have our backs in hard times, we trust that our families will represent themselves in the best way possible, and, more specifically, we require trust in the women we risk living with because, without that, well, there's no point in making investments because their deceit could damage everything else in the chain. Einstein once said, "Whoever is careless with the truth in small matters cannot be trusted with important matters." And this was the original mistake, and arguably the original sin that got us into this mess. Don't get me wrong, all of this feminist nonsense is not our fault. The only mistake was allowing the white lies women originally made 250 years ago. The idea was that these wouldn't spiral out of control because of the cultural structure we once had. However, once that fell apart, there was nothing keeping chicks from making bigger and bigger lies, with each reveal coming with justifications that the system accepted. Which brings us to the next connected issue here.
How much money is in your guys' bank account?
I say probably like 500.
I'd say like 85K.
85K. Are you serious?
What?
85K?
Yeah,
Dude.
what's the problem with that?
I pay for dinner like every fucking week. What are you talking about?
I'm saving for like college, relax.
You don't pay for shit.
It's not my money, it's my dad's that he gave to me. This is so stupid.
What about all the shit I've gotten you? The Travis Scott teddy bear. I don't remember the last time she paid.
We don't really ever like talk about this type of thing.
Okay, we're talking about it now. Like, what?
I don't really know what to say.
Alright, fine. You don't need to say anything. I'm out.
You have 80K?
It's not my money, it's my dad's.
He's paying for everything for you?
Yeah, because he's the man. He's a gentleman.
Yeah. I don't remember the last time she paid. All the shit I've gotten you. The Travis Scott teddy bear.
Or you think it's ridiculous for a man to leave a girl because she still wants to dress a certain way despite the fact that she's in a relationship, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's say you work really hard and you save up that $160,000 to go buy your pink G-Wagon dream.
Mm-hmm.
You go to the lot, it's right there, they have it ready for you, you pay for it, you drive it off the lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then the salesman comes back to you and tells you, hey, look, we don't really have any more of these pink G-Wagons and people really want them, so I'm gonna need to borrow the car from you for a bit and put a for sale sign on it and drive it around a little bit. Are you okay with that? What would you say to the salesman after you purchased it?
Why the would you sell me a car? Just take it back. That's what I would say.
Fantastic. Why the would you continue to post pictures after we're in a relationship? Ooh!
The next thing on the list is honest communication. Something that in the West, and admittedly now parts of the East, is in short supply. But this hasn't ever, in recorded history, been an issue with real men. In every group I've ever been a part of, whether it be a job site, office, or just among friends, clearing the air is basically at the top of the list. Some call this squashing beef. Oh, does someone owe you a lot of money? Let's go handle it. Did someone lose a game and get salty? Let's go handle that. Did someone's girlfriend try and get with the rest of the crew? Let's get to the heart of the situation. On the other end, women just don't operate this way, especially not now. Nope. The name of the game is to lie as much as you can, and when the truth comes to the surface, cry until the accountability melts away like Junior snow cone in the middle of August. I don't know why I felt inclined to make a dumb simile out of that one, but you get the point. Pretty much, every analyst admits that honest communication is a cornerstone in any successful relationship, and yet women in the modern era have chosen to reject this rule. In fact, men are punished for following the masculine need to communicate freely. If you say that skirt is too tight, congratulations, you're a bigot. If you want to know the body count, good luck, it's always between 0 and 5. And if you even so much as hint at the dangers of club hopping, you'll find yourself having to defend your stands like you just tried to lock them in the attic with the moths and holiday cutlery. And this has to do with the next part of the chain, arguably what many see as the root failure of feminists everywhere.
As a woman, we live in fear of men every single day of our lives. I do not walk through parks late at night because of men. I don't park in underground parking lots if I can avoid it because of men. And it's this weird way that we have to exist in this world where sometimes the man that the man in front of you could be the love of your life or a predator where you are running for your life. And that is a horrible way that we have to live our lives day in and day out. So I understand the policy change because they're trying to make women more comfortable. Personally, when I'm on a flight, I don't care who it is, I'm a very easy flyer, but I do live in terror as I sit in my seat and I just watch to see who my seatmate's gonna be. And I'm just like, as they're looking at their boarding pass, I'm like, please not you, please not you, please not you.
I have questions. I want to know. Like, is it just, it's not just,
It's not a gender thing. You could be coughing and sneezing. You could have a colicky baby.
Yes.
I'm like, please not me, please not me, please not me, please not me.
It's true.
So yeah, that's it. Doesn't
And
matter.
also, I will say I would be a little bit concerned also about what airline gets the power of this, because they're going to charge women to do this service.
Gay.
Matriarchal societies where women rule include the spotted hyena, birds of prey, and elephants. In seahorses and pipefish, it is the male that gets pregnant and gives birth. And if that happened in humans, I think abortions would be free and on every street corner. The praying mantis, black widow spider, and jumping spider are women who ate. Quite literally, they serve and lick the plate by swallowing their male partner when they are done with them. For clownfish, the largest, most aggressive female is the one with the highest authority. Ring-tailed lemurs are often more involved in peacekeeping of the colony than the males, and in the lion kingdom, lionesses are the first to eat. You've probably heard about penguins mating for life, and it's true that the male chooses the smoothest pebble he can find to give to a female as a gesture of longevity, and she will likely accept it. But females are also known to have up to 3 partners in one season. A female penguin will tell you that you can simply have it all.
Maybe you guessed it, maybe you didn't, but here it is. Respect. Feminists, who account for pretty much every woman in the West, love to twist the science and data to serve whatever this week's flavor happens to be. They will stand in the way of biological reasoning when wanting to experiment on kids, but then pull out random anecdotal examples of animals, not even remotely related to humans, to push the narrative that they need to rule the world. It's pretty well known to all of us here that masculinity deserves respect above all other traits. It puts food on the table, builds roads, when the government gets off its ass and allows women to walk around as a privileged class, insulated from harm. To chicks like the ones we just observed, they live preaching the lie that all men wake up foaming at the mouth, ready to pounce on their latest victim. They propagate the false narrative that, without men, suddenly they'd all be living comfortable lives with the bears and bees collecting honey like Winnie the Pooh. Now, although most of them might look like Winnie the Pooh, that doesn't mean they're in any way equipped to take on the masculine burden, but that doesn't keep them from trying. Paradoxically, the male presence has given women the delusional perspective that they did all of this on their own, so they don't respect what has been freely given to them. I mean, this has gotten so out of whack that they actually believe they can do anything we can, which is a slap in the face to any guy who's worked at a processing plant, oil rig, or military branch where their lives are on the line every single day.
What we need more female CEOs. We need more women sitting in boards because those are the gatekeepers. We need the keys that unlock those doors. And once those women are there, don't just be happy, then feel so lucky that you're the only woman sitting at the table. Get 3 men to get up, get their seats, and put 3 women in there.
So, who's it gonna be, big guy?
Hi, my name's Nikki. I'm studying Latin American women and visual culture.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Melanie. I'm studying the unseen body and creative spaces of Eurasian exposure of the queer.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Nina, and I studied the arts, education, and social justice.
Yeah.
I'm Joyce. I studied decolonial intimacies, indigenous politics of resistance.
Yeah.
I'm Victoria, and I studied remembering or forgetting, navigating international conflict through collective memory.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Yvonne, and I studied monstrosity, the subaltern praxis. Or should I say I created it?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Nunyala. I'm studying living artfully, art as ritual therapy, and pathways of decoloniality.
Yeah.
I'm Naomi, and I'm studying Black political economy.
Yeah.
I'm Natalie, and I'm studying fashion history and gender studies.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not a fortune teller, but I'm seeing a lot of baristas in the near future. Anyway, the next top trait found on the internet was merit. Of course, Google and a bunch of other companies are promoting merit from a feminist lens. A lot of these merit descriptions tried to promote the idea that men want a boss babe. So, with that, I have to clarify what men are searching for when it comes to merit, and it has nothing to do with what merit is, but how women choose to perceive it. 99.999% of men see merit in a rather simple way, the masculine way. Get a job or general career, learn the trade, and rise up with the skills you've acquired along the way. It's the formula that has worked for thousands of years, and we've been hardwired to understand what is required. Where women have failed is that they started pushing the propaganda that every chick wants a corner office by the time they're 30. instead of settling down with a number of kids. There are many issues with this, but one of the key contributors is that now you have a bunch of meritless chicks entering the workforce with a social justice degree and trying to be a doctor, lawyer, or business administrator. And this compounded when civilization got so safe that they were able to play pretend, believing that their government program chose them because they had the talent and skills to lead. And now you have millions of women going on dates with guys, describing their barista gig with a title like Organic Bean Fusion Analyst with a focus on fermentation. Obviously, men don't give a shit about any of this. All they want to know is that you'll pride yourself in being the best mate you can be. That's the merit we're looking for. But there's a gap here.
I would give you, if I was wrong about this, $500 if you were to take Brian and take you out to the street tomorrow.
Sure.
And Brian walked over to 50 different women, walked over to them randomly, and just patted them on the back and started rubbing it.
Yeah.
And then you went over to 50 random men, patted them on the back and started rubbing their back. Which do you think would have a more negative response?
I mean, it's obvious, but why?
Wait, it's obvious.
It's obvious. Of course it's going to be, yes, the women. You're right. I agree with what you're saying.
Aren't both of those essay?
I'm sorry. Yes, it is.
Then, no, why? So how come nobody gives a shit about men?
Oh, biology.
Do you believe that men and women can be just friends?
Yes. Yeah, of course.
Yes, I do. Yes.
I mean, we're all men.
I know.
So, of course, we're going to have those feelings. And we can be content with just friendship, and we can be silent regarding those feelings, but we're going to have them.
Yes.
No. No.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I don't believe so. No.
I guess what I'm saying is no.
Okay, good. Backpack road bacon, then run the...
Okay, we'll walk with you. Do you believe men and women can be just friends?
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Okay, do you have any guy friends right now who you're just friends with?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. All my best friends are guys. Dave.
Trevor.
Taylor Mulford.
Bobby.
Yeah.
How long have you known Trevor?
2 years.
Of those guy friends, do you think any of them secretly like you? And be honest.
Probably, yeah.
Do you think that guy is interested in you?
Yes.
Would Dave hook up with you if you gave him the chance?
Well, yeah.
Do you think Trevor liked you?
Yeah.
And
I know he did. Yes.
would he hook up with you if you wanted to hook up?
Yeah.
So he likes you.
Mm-hmm.
So what you're saying is men and women can't be friends.
No, we can be friends.
Whoosh! Right over their heads. What a surprise. Here we go, guys. The next piece of the puzzle is understanding. See, as men, we know men and women can't be friends, and more often than not, can't be co-workers. We also know that a random rub on the back will vary wildly depending on who is doing it. We know this because we have a deep understanding of our masculine nature. The problem? Somewhere along the way, women got it in their heads that they understand us better than we understand ourselves. Moreover, they believe these things so heavily that, like the chick at the end of the clip, the strongest article of logic won't change their minds. So, now we have chicks posing as functional trad girlfriends walking out to a party without the guy, absolutely flying off the handle when he tries to tell them the presentation is just asking for trouble. For the poor simps out there, it might come in the form of, "Don't worry, babe, Chad will protect me, we've been friends since high school." And when that's brought into the question, which it always should be judged accordingly, they'll most likely say that you're out of line and question who she chooses as a friend. To a woman, this is the perfect line of thinking, an impenetrable force of knowledge regarding the outside world that the guy is just too foolish to understand, not realizing that this whole thing has more to do with how they see themselves rather than the world around them, also known as reality.
Is he someone that's your type?
No.
Okay, and why not?
Height, mainly. Okay. That might be an issue.
Too short?
You about the same height.
What? I'm 6 foot.
Oh.
What?
How tall are you?
5 feet, but in these heels, I feel like I'm giving a little bit taller.
No.
Well, I'm 6 foot. You know, right? Yeah, I'm 6 foot.
Oh, okay.
What's she like?
She's dumb.
Would you say it's easier to be a man or a woman?
A man.
Why is it easier to be a man?
Because they just get everything.
What do you mean by that?
Girls have to work for it harder than men have to. Period. It's just like historically.
So give me an example of something that a man would get easier than a woman.
A job.
Not at all true. And whenever it is, it's justified. And this brings us to a trait men desire, but do not receive in the modern world that often: acceptance. Without getting into semantics on this one, basically what the internet claims is that men, above most things, desire acceptance, acceptance of their family life, their lifestyle, and how they should greet the world. But, and I think most importantly, acceptance of what men are, which shouldn't be hard to figure out. All over, you'll see these clips, many of which I share on a daily basis here, where women demand certain things from men. It could be height, weight, or hair, but usually it all comes down to status. When the situation is reversed, women go ballistic. They demand the guy in finance, according to that incredibly annoying TikTok trend, while looking like a troll under a bridge waiting to share the latest riddle with an oncoming traveler. The standards only go one way in their minds, and these days it's possibly the most delusional perspective in all of human history. I guess the part of that is beneficial, for those who woke up, is that we don't really care. Sure, we talk about it for comedic value, but now we focus on what matters. We've moved on.
On the Hustle Show, we got Michael B. Jordan, the director and the star of Creed 3. And, you know, we know each other. We go way back all the way to Chad Science in Newark, okay?
Corny kid, right?
No, I did not say that. Misquoted for sure. No, you did not hear me say I said we used to make fun of the name. But yeah, he is obviously killing things out here.
Yikes!
Your friends have reason to believe that you are suffering from chronic bitch dependency, Mr. Dubois. May I call you Tom?
Is this some kind of joke?
Tom, bitch dependency is no laughing matter. Addiction to a bitch can fuck with your friends, your health, and scary enough, even your money. It's a disease, Tom.
It may be a disease, but most of us found the cure. And how? Well, we just stopped, looked around, and realized that everything guys desire can't be found in the small, progressive towns they live in, or the cities that have fallen into disarray. Men, maybe some of the stuff you were thinking about wasn't on the list. If so, feel free to share. But one thing is for certain. None of these chicks over in the modern landscape check the boxes. It's best to find that fulfillment from within. That's the real deal. As always, I wish you tremendous success. Now it's your turn. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Remember that if you leave the best comment, you'll get $5. Thank you so much for watching. If you found value in this video, hit the like and subscribe buttons, ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on future uploads, drop a comment, and share it. See you in the next video. Till next time.